Okay, we're doing a documentary on interracial relationships. The first marriages started in 1967 between blacks and whites. It does have a large effect on children, even though they're no longer denied any rights. They kind of make up their own race of mixed, as it's politically correct to say mixed, okay? They might look more white or more black depending on their genes. The stats of the marriages, they say that they're on the rise. They went from 310,000 in 1970 to 651,000 in 1980 and 1,161,000 in 1992. 7% of all marriages in the U.S. in 1970 were of blacks and whites.
Do you think your friends will treat you any different for you just dating somebody of another race?
Well, there are always those small-minded people out there who are going to treat people different just because they don't meet the norms. But they really aren't friends. They're just people. Your true friends will treat you the same way with respect.
All right. Do you think race is a factor when you're looking for somebody to date?
No, not at all. That's external. The people that are just looking at the external factors are very shallow and superficial.
All right. Do you consider yourself racist any bit at all?
Racist? No, not at all.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Lewis, for your time. Do you think your friends would treat you different from the way you like the people you date?
I would hope they wouldn't. I don't know. My friends are pretty open-minded. I don't think I would really have a problem with that.
Is race a factor when you're looking for like a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Girlfriend preferably.
Preferably. I guess I never really saw it as one. I never really faced that situation too much when I was dating, I guess. It never really came up. I just, you know.
So would you say you're like stereotypical, like you would say you're date only inside your race?
No, I don't. I have dated people of other races. I just never actively thought about thought about that as actually a choice in the matter.
So would you count yourself as racist?
No.
Okay, good. All right, thank you for your time, Mr. Kramer. All right, Grandma. Are you okay with dating people of another race?
Yes.
Do you think your friends would treat you any different than they already do if you dated somebody of another race?
They haven't.
Okay, is race a factor when you are looking for somebody to date?
That's hard to say.
Okay. Do you consider yourself racist?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. Are you okay with dating people of other races?
Yeah, I see it as if you like someone, then you should like them. It doesn't really depend on what color they are or what they do.
All right. Do you think your friends will treat you different if you date somebody of another race?
No, considering that I date basically every race.
All right. All right. So, do you consider yourself racist at all?
No, I don't, because I hang around with just about every single race.
And why is that?
Because I think that we should get our own color and not split it.
Is that something that your family or anything? Or is that your own?
That's my own opinion, I think.
So you don't think like that just because somebody's black and somebody's white that they shouldn't be together? You get a sip of that. So biased and who they want to be with. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, you don't have a problem, like, say you were in an interracial relationship, you don't think anybody would say anything about you? I'm sure people would say so. You want to be with who you want to be with? Yeah, that's cool. Are you for or against interracial relationships?
For. I mean, if you fall in love with someone, you shouldn't, like, not be able to just because of their race.
So have you ever dated any black guys, Mexicans, whatever?
Dated a Mexican guy, Latino. I dated a couple black guys.
So did you enjoy the interracial relationships, or?
I mean, it doesn't really matter like the race. It's just like the person. I don't care like what the race is. I just care about the person.
Thank you for your time.
All right, Gabe, are you for or against interracial relationships?
I dated many girls of many different races.
Do you have a reason why that you date others of different races?
Sometimes you're a little more attracted, and sometimes it's just where you're at.
Okay. Are you stereotypical, like you should date somebody of the same race? Or
No,
not?
sometimes I'd rather not, because sometimes black girls are a little, how do I put it? They complain a lot, you know, they really do. And I lived with like 3 others, and sometimes they just can't do it for me. But mixed girls, somewhat.
All right. Thank you, Gabe.
But it's more on looks.
More on
If
looks.
they if they look good, then they're good in my book. That's all that matters. It's all about looks.
Why looks?
Cause if they have sex appeal, then that's about it.
Okay, how do you feel about interracial relationships?
Really, interracial relationships are pretty good with me. I mean, if you like somebody and everything, it's cool that you want to be with the person, as long as the person actually wants you to be with them. Like, it's cool for the fact that for me, I like a white girl, but if I wanted to go out with a black girl, it's the same difference. I don't treat nobody else different one way or another.
Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like just because you're with a white person, it's no different than being with somebody black?
Because I think everybody was created equal as a person. I mean, I don't really judge on a person's skin color or what their religion is or something like that. I feel that it's not fair for the other person.
So do you think it's just okay for white girls to be with black and white relationships, or can there be like Mexicans and other races and interracial relationships, or do you think that's wrong?
I think that's cool. I mean, it depends. If I want to be with a black girl or a white girl or a Mexican girl or a Jamaican, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you really got feelings for the person.
Okay, that's cool.
And what if does it matter if somebody makes fun of you by dating different races, or do you care?
I don't care.
Okay.
All right, TC. Are you against or for interracial relationships?
I don't really matter. I think it's all good.
All right. Do you think it's a good thing to be stereotypical, like to date the same race?
And I think you should broaden your horizons.
All right. Thank you, TC.
How do you feel about interracial relationships? I really don't think it should matter. Do you think it's just for black and white people, or other races? Have you ever
interracial?
Have you ever been in an interracial relationship?
Sort of.
Would you? Yeah. Do you think if you were, you would get made fun of?
I don't think so. And if I did, I'd be like, whatever. You guys are weird.
Do you think there's anything wrong or anything that would go right if you were in one? Like the experiences that you could have?
Well, I think the cultural difference, it'd be like, you'd get to experience something that you don't usually experience typically, because it's different than what your norm is.
You. Hi. Mr. Schwinden, what is your opinion on interracial relationships?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of an opinion. I personally don't consider it to be a big issue. There was a time, a long time ago, where everybody was really worked up about it. I don't see that as much anymore. You still see people that have problems, but I don't have any issues with it. If you like someone, then go for that. If you want to marry someone that doesn't come from the same country as you, we live in a world where that shouldn't be a problem anymore, I wouldn't think.
I'm okay with dating people of other races.
Yes.
Do you think people should date somebody of other races?
I don't see why it matter.
Do you think you should choose somebody of the same race? Do you think they should have to?
No. Like I said, I don't think it matters what race.
What's your opinion on it?
Well, I'm dating someone who's actually half African American, so I honestly don't care.
I don't have any more questions, but thank you for your time.